Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Utah Utes offense will take the field first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw. Makes the catch. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. The Utes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. All kinds of time in the pocket. Down the middle it goes. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So Utah State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. Leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defender.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Brown wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Finds some fresh air. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Knocked away. Incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
On that third down. They took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Utes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Mitchell. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. So now it's second and long. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Leaves it with the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pulls it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. Timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding first and goal. What do most people do on first and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Got his man quickly. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The official says no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from the game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. Wilson to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. The Utes will call on their punt team. Wants to return it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Snagged in the middle, it's Thompson.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rice. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing.
There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10.
Neutral zone action. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. This Utah State offense has it going. Using his legs, it's Rice. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
X going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0.
I think,
and wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Wilson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Utes will punt this one away. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, the ground game. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle and wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Got it, looking for the 1st down. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They try to pop a run on the draw. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Brown wants to pass. Pressure coming. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rodgers. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Utah State has it inside the 20. It's a draw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Utah State.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He'll do it himself. He has the 1st and still on his feet. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Utes in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Jogged out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Puts it out of the air. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
He's going to take off. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Splits the uprights. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical. They're
turning it on. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Sprinting away. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long.
He's on the loose. And there he goes. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. 1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
He'll start the return inside his spot. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Oh, he makes the catch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Utes!
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Brown wants to pass. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Aggies look to keep this drive humming. Touchdown, Aggies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box, the play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Yep. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't.
Touchdown, Utah! They take the lead with the 6. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You see all this movement in football now, all the sting, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
When you're seeing the pass rush on the 2nd play of the drive, they dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
They'll run the option. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Touchdown, Utes! Stealing a score on special teams. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Brown will throw it, using the quick game. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. At the 35, he's got room. Brings into the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Got a man, it's Rodgers. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Lost one deep down the right side. Pulls in the deep ball. Touchdown, Aggies. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got it in the middle with Simmons. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wilson to pass. Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit as he throws. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give on the option. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's Thompson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got a wide open receiver. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Brown wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they see the potential tying score wiped out by the penalty, and now time is starting to be against them. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. A defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Trying to run, it's Brigg. Kangaroos his way. Touchdown, Utah! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Brown will throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the offense back onto the field. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
I like this idea by the offense going very up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
and wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Thompson. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of a guy in that slot position.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point, you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Mitchell. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Rice. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Somehow fits it into that traffic. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The give as they work on that clock. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Parker. At the 40, there he goes. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Utah. He got a step and just dusted the field. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Wake Forest put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Deacs had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Utah State up-tempo. Brown will throw it right down the middle. Finds a tight end. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Caught behind the line. It's Rice. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Deep shot for the end zone. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that